Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about a film that's been hidden from the public eye for decades, until now. I'm excited to share with you my thoughts on Andy Warhol's 1965 film, Bitch. This movie is a unique parody of Edward Albee's play Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, and it's a fascinating look into the lives of two bohemian artists. If you're interested in experimental cinema and want to explore a hidden gem, then keep watching. So, let's start with the basics. Bitch was directed by the legendary Andy Warhol, a pioneer of American avant-garde cinema. The film stars Willard Maas and Marie Menken, a real-life couple who were known for their bohemian lifestyle. They're joined by Edie Sedgwick and Gerard Malanga, two of Warhol's regular collaborators. Unfortunately, the budget and box office numbers for this film are unknown, as it was never widely released. However, it has been rated 8 out of 10 by critics, which is impressive for a film that's over 50 years old. The runtime is 66 minutes, which is relatively short, but don't let that fool you. This film is packed with interesting characters, conversations, and ideas. Now, let's dive into the plot of Bitch. The film takes place on a Sunday afternoon, and it's set in the living room of Willard and Marie's home. The couple is drunk and arguing, and the conversation is completely unscripted. They talk about everything from their relationships to their artistic endeavors, and it's clear that they're both passionate and flawed individuals. As the film progresses, Edie Sedgwick and Gerard Malanga join the conversation, and things start to get even more interesting. The discussion turns to topics like art, politics, and philosophy, and it's clear that these people are all deeply invested in their work and their relationships. The film is shot in a documentary style, with a stationary camera that captures every moment of the conversation. It's a really intimate and immersive experience, and it feels like you're right there in the room with the characters. The main characters in Bitch are Willard and Marie, and they're both fascinating people. Willard is a poet and a filmmaker, and he's clearly a passionate and emotional person. Marie is an artist and an actress, and she's just as passionate and creative as Willard. Together, they have a really intense and dynamic relationship, and it's clear that they love and hate each other in equal measure. Edie Sedgwick and Gerard Malanga add an extra layer to the conversation, and they both bring their own unique perspectives and personalities to the table. Throughout the film, you get to see the characters' motivations and development, and it's really interesting to watch them interact with each other. One of the most interesting things about Bitch is the way it was made. The film was shot in a single take, with no script or rehearsals. Warhol just set up his camera and let the conversation flow, and the result is a really raw and unedited look at the characters and their relationships. Another interesting fact is that the film was never intended for public release. Warhol made it as a kind of experiment, and it was only shown to a few close friends and colleagues. It wasn't until many years later that the film was rediscovered and released to the public. Finally, it's worth noting that Bitch is a really important part of Warhol's oeuvre, and it showcases his unique style and sensibility as a filmmaker. So, what works and what doesn't in Bitch? One of the strengths of the film is its raw, unedited energy. The conversation is always engaging and interesting, and the characters are all really well developed and complex. The cinematography is also worth noting. Warhol's use of a stationary camera creates a really intimate and immersive experience, and it feels like you're right there in the room with the characters. One thing that might not work for everyone is the film's slow pace and lack of traditional narrative structure. Some viewers might find it boring or hard to follow, but I think that's part of the film's charm. Overall, I think Bitch is a really interesting and thought-provoking film that's definitely worth watching. So, what's my final verdict on Bitch? I would give it a rating of 8 out of 10. The film is a really unique and fascinating look at the lives of two bohemian artists, and it's a great example of Warhol's innovative style and sensibility as a filmmaker. If you're interested in experimental cinema or just want to explore a hidden gem, then I would definitely recommend checking out Bitch. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.